monsters and the mercenaries who explode them. It almost brings a tear to your eye, but you hold back because you don't want to look like a wuss, but that's okay, because real badasses cry too.
Fuck yeah, I love Torgue.
My grandma's a pretty big fan of yours. Did you go say hi to her?
Hell yeah. Hello, Mrs. Flexington.
Oh man, it's the Vault Hunter! You are awesome! Didn't you fight Terramorphous? I fought a big creature like that once. He was a big whale squid with 100 tentacles. You ever thought anything with tentacles? Oh, of course you have. Terramorphous had tentacles. How silly of me. Now, where was I?
I am so sorry.
All right, the whale creature. His name was Blowhole the Apocalypse. I called him the Apocalypse for short. And he attacked my hometown of Tsunami's Edge when I was but a little girl.
Okay.
You ever been to Tsunami's Edge?
No.
Great town, nice beaches, great food, and the cost of living is just so low. Even being a single grandmother and working part-time in a scat meat processing factory, I was still able to provide for little Mr.Torgue. We may not have been able to afford the finer things in life, like food, but we got by. After all, Mr.Torgue and I didn't have anything but one another after that horrible gas leak blew up the iridium mine, killing my son and his lovely wife. From that day onward, my little Mr.Torgue vowed to conquer explosions themselves in an effort to avenge his fallen parents, and... oh man, I forgot what I was talking about. Where was... oh right, the Blowhole the Apocalypse. So anyway, I was wrestling Blowhole to the ground, and I had my bicep curled around his blueberry throat. Blueberry? Sorry, I meant to say blubbery. I've got blueberries on the brain, I guess. I grow them in my backyard. Mr.Torgue helped me plant them. Thanks again for that, Grant.
Riveting conversation, this old lady.
I love you, Grandma!
Anyway, I have my bicep around his blubbery throat, and Mr.Torgue starts crying because he really likes whale squids, and he doesn't want to see me hurt one.
They are the princes of the ocean!
Whale squid.
So I let the whale go after giving it a punch in the eyeball so he'll remember me, and it swam away into the ocean. And then I had Mr.Torgue drive me to the ice cream parlor. He got me Rocky Road, because Rocky Road's my favorite. I'm extremely partial to the way the marshmallows act like little landmines of flavor amidst the battleground of chocolate. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Is it pistachio? I bet it's pistachio.
Nah, I hate
Oh,
pistachio.
that reminds me, you'll never guess who I saw today. Pistachio the Amazing! He's a magician who studied under Crazy Earl, so he's got that weird mustache.
I don't even know
saw
Crazy
him
Earl
make
was.
a rack-hide disappear. A whole rack-hide! I said to Mr.Torgue, Mr. Torgue, wasn't that amazing? And he said, yes, it was, Grandma. Didn't you say that, high five? You remember saying that?
I remember, Grandma.
And we stood in line.
This is the
afterward.
most
He got his own
wild
and I thought I
shit.
had it somewhere
Thanks.
around here, but it's
You have the
probably
dedication.
I really ought to go up there and clean it out one of these days. I have so many little keepsakes up there. You're paying attention, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Say, what's my favorite flavor of ice cream?
Rocky Road.
So you are listening, how wonderful. You're an even better listener than my old pet rack, Beasto. Beasto was such a sweetie. You ever had a pet rack? If you could tame them, they're the
They're in the
sweetest pet you'll
scope.
ever have. He used to just sit on my shoulder
That's a
and bite
crazy
chunks of flesh
detail.
out of my neck to pass the time. I still remember the way he used to tweet. He went, tweet, tweet. It was so cute. I had a conversation with him where I said, Mr. Beasto. He liked being called Mr. Beasto. It made him feel like an aristocrat. I said, Mr. Beasto, you're looking very cute today. And he said, oh, thank you. That's so nice. Or he tweeted in a way that made me know that's how he felt. And then he lowered his little head like he was taking a bow. It was adorable.
Okay.
Beasto was my third pet rack. First I had Woody. He got hit by a train. Then I had Anita. She got shot up trying to take vengeance on the train that killed Woody. And then I found Beasto making little poops on the windmill outside our house. After Mr. Torgue and I wrestled her to the ground, I did a flying pile driver off a nearby tower tree. Got him straight in the spine and brought him down. We brought him in and fed him some skag steaks until he decided he loved us. I still miss Beasto sometimes. He just died of old age.
Oh,
Rats
wow.
don't live much longer than a few years, but I treasured the time we had together. Oh, poor Mr. Torgue. When Beasto died, he cried for a week. The kids made fun of him at school, but I told him not to pay them any mind.
Be in touch with your emotions.
explosions.
It's not a character flaw.
Dude.
That's right, High Five.
Oh my god.
Is something wrong? You look confused, Vault Hunter. Oh, you probably haven't heard anyone call Mr.Torgue High Five before. The world may know him as Mr.Torgue, but the Flexingtons always refer to him using his middle name. It's a Flexington family tradition, after all.
Your middle name is High Five?
Grandmother's
Mr.
name
Torgue
is
High
her own
Five
middle name.
Flexington?
And my husband, High Five Flexington, God rest his soul, was the best grandfather Mr.
High
Torgue
Five
could have
Flexington's a
asked for.
crazy name.
He taught Mr. Torgue dang near everything he knew about firearms. Without High Five's teachings, I don't think the Torgue Corporation would exist at all. Gosh, I still remember the first gun Mr. Torgue tried to make after his parents died. A Jacobs shotgun with a stick of dynamite attached to the barrel. Torgue nearly blew his face off, but he got up, dusted his mustache off, and swore that by the time he reached the age of 11, he would make a gun that fired explosions without killing the operator. And by golly, he did.
Yeah, he did.
It took a couple of dozen prototypes before he got the right combination of gun parts and explosives, right? But once he did, woo-wee! I'll never forget the plume of smoke that used to be my neighbor's homestead. They were jerks, though, so it's okay. Gosh, I've been talking your ear off for some time, haven't I? It's so kind of you to listen for this long. I've taken up too much of your time already. Please don't feel like you have to stick around any longer. As a matter of fact, take this for giving this old woman some company.
$1. Huh.
You're even more attractive than Mr. Torgue said you were.
Oh, thank you. Can your patient survive a second story?
I got another story for you, but I'd like to tell it to all of your friends at once. An old lady like me has to save her voice, you know. Oh, you still want to talk with me? How incredibly sweet of you. Say, you'll never guess who I saw today. Captain Scarlet. She was robbing my retirement home with a few other brands, and I recognized her from her one impulsor, and I said, oh, hey, you fought the Vault Hunter, didn't you? And she bowed all elegantly and said something like, indeed I did, madam, and said that you were really good at fighting, and that you beat her fair and square. She didn't seem to harbor much of a grudge about it. No. You should think about meeting up with her again if you're not shacked up with anybody, you know? I mean, of course, you probably are. Gorgeous hunk of a Vault Hunter like you. I bet you're beating away suitors left and right. Look, you're blushing. Oh, I could just eat you up.
Chill
Mr. Torgue
out,
was
man.
so scared of trying to get a date for such a
Chill. Damn, Mr. rizzing me up and shit.
in the back without talking to anybody.
I am an introvert.
I feel that, Torgue.
I tried to tell him, I said, don't worry about chasing love. If you chase your dreams, then
I don't know if I should
follow.
leave. If I'm
That's
gonna
the
make a whole
thing
video out
people
of
don't
just her
get.
stories.
You watch Echo films and they're just awful. They teach you that the only way to be with someone is just to pursue them over and over until they decide they like you. In reality, you know when you like someone almost immediately. You can't really convince somebody to fall in love with you. You just look like
You
a
may be
stalker.
surprised. My wife
But
fell in
if
love
you
with me
do
somehow.
things that you're interested in, like making guns that explode or killing mercenaries, then people will see that confidence and skill you have, and they'll be attracted to it. There's always a fine line between that kind of confidence and narcissism, you know?
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than somebody who wants to be famous. I remember when Mr. Torgue first sold his weapons tech to that board of directors, he was pretty egocentric for a while, taking pictures of himself and posting them to the EchoNet all the time, trying to hobnob with every celebrity that used his weapons. He came back home one day with a supermodel under each arm, and I said, Mr. Torgue, what are you doing? You've lost sight of who you are. It's been weeks since you actually created a new gun, I said. And it was true. He'd been more obsessed with being well known for doing something great
Wow.
than with actually doing something great.
It was a dark point in my life.
It's crazy.
Thankfully, High Five listened to me and got to work on what would eventually become the Kerblaster. You a fan of the Kerblaster? That was always
I have not used
that
had
and
that.
Flacker, which I know a lot of people hate. But there's more to combat than just brute efficiency in this old lady's eyes. Style.
I guess that was them mentioning
And
about how
there's
people
nothing
hated a
quite
gun in
like
this game.
filling the air with tiny little explosions. It's like a fireworks show, except the deaths aren't as sad and unexpected.
Huh.
Actually, Actually, that reminds me. Now that you're here, I wanted to throw some ideas at you for feedback. I'm a playwright in my spare time, and I'm trying to write a story about an up-and-coming tournament fighter
Okay.
who tries to find love in a gladiatorial
All right.
arena. And I figure you've got a lot of experience, so your feedback would really be valuable.
I don't know about
The
that.
play is called Broken Hearts and Broken Necks.
All right, sounds like a wrestling thing.
Fade in on an arena just after a battle. Body parts litter the stage. A lone warrior stands in the middle of the stage. A spotlight illuminating her blood-stained arm.
Oh, her. Didn't expect that.
Holding her sword triumphantly aloft. Valkyrie. Is there no warrior who can challenge me? Must I be destined to spend my life as the strongest, the bravest, the most invincible warrior this galaxy has seen? For I am Valkyrie, scourge of the gladiatorial games!
Oh, wow. Good story so far.
From stage left, a janitor with a heavy heart and an even heavier conscience.
Okay.
He begins sweeping the body parts into a bin, which is colored green, and remember that because that's a symbolic color for combat. Until melancholy overtakes him. He drops his push probe to the floor and falls to his knees before delivering a heart-wrenching soliloquy. The blood cannot be washed away. Not before and not now. Even as I attempt to escape the past which haunts me still. Must I live forever as a fraud?
Okay.
Sweeping up the trash of others to hide my shame and avoid my pursuers? Must I forever remain on the periphery of joyful combat? Ever watchful but never participating?
I don't see why he's announcing this aloud.
Ladder of honor. Valkyrie re-enters from stage right.
Did she leave?
Good morrow, lowly janitor. I heard a noise and thought it worth investigating. No longer. Oh, great Valkyrie, 'twas nothing but the wails of those souls you released from their bodies tonight. Souls that wail in agony as they fly upward to Valhalla.
Oh, they're Vikings. Okay.
Fools!
Well, I guess that makes sense.
What have they to wail about? Their agonies are over, ended at the point of my sword. Mine, however, have only yet begun. For it is lonely at the top, and an unchallenged life is a boring one.
That's very true.
If only I were able to tell her my true identity, I would give her a fight she would not soon forget. Back to them. Yes, ma'am, boredom is the true tragedy. May you one day find challenge in combat. Stupid. Nodon picks up a giant two-armed bastard sword with almost no effort. Valkyrie wrestling. What is this? Stage left. Valkyrie. What strength this janitor possessed? Who is he to pick up a bastard sword with two fingers? What hidden power?
Two
does he
fingers.
hold?
Holy shit.
What secrets does he keep? I will endeavor to uncover his path in the hopes that our swords may cross in battle.
Are you gonna give me the whole play?
Scene 2.
Oh my god, you're gonna give me the whole play.
Of the governor's house. The table is set with myriad teas and biscuits. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even ask you for the feedback on the first scene. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
good.
I'll continue then. Scene 2.
Oh my god.
The governess enters from stage left. Governess. I refuse to respond to this
Raid
absurd accusations.
difficulty.
Her husband looks at her quizzically.
It says it's a
what
raid
accusations
boss
may those
difficulty. Is she the raid boss of this deal?
Actually, you know what? I don't think I'm ready to get feedback on the play yet. But what about you? What are you up to? Tell Grandma Flexi all about it. And I bet you've had some amazing adventures. Mr.Torgue told me about the time you all played bunkers and badasses together. He
Yep,
said
that
it was one
happened.
of the most fun and welcoming experiences of his life.
Welcoming, not necessary. Embarrassing me. Phil, that would say.
Sorry, sweetie, but really, you and the Vault Hunters are his first real pals.
Oh,
it
wow.
wasn't easy for Mr. Torgue to make friends at school.
Why didn't they bring Torgue back for Borderlands 3, by the way?
And dead parents by age 9. People found him intimidating.
I never
But
found
I
Ned
told him
in
that
Borderlands
he should
3.
be thankful for the fact that he looks different. Anyone who wouldn't be friends with you based on appearance wouldn't be a very good friend anyway.
Yep.
But he really does like hanging hang out with all of you.
Aww.
Most people these days want Torgue to pose for pictures or blow something up by flexing at it. It's not often he gets to sit down and play games with people. Oh, speaking of games, did you play Going Back to the House yet? It's a new echo simulation about exploring a log cabin you lived in when you were a kid. There's no violence or anything. You just walk around looking at cereal boxes and remembering people you made out with. I really like where echo sims have gone in the past few years, don't you? There seem to be a lot more of them with interesting things to do beyond shooting people. And the writing has gotten so tight and concise. For instance, did you ever play The Samurai's Marker? The whole game's story was delivered through haiku. Did Zero write it or something? No, I'm just joshing. I know you're too busy for that. But oh yeah, I was playing at the end of the point
I'm not even Zero.
on my Echo Sim player, and wow, is that fun. It's about a guy who punches people and smacks himself in the face with doors. Easily one of the best punch-related comedy sims ever. But oh, I'm really looking forward to the game called Robot Hunt on Salt Big randomized survival and accidentally scaring birds. In the demo version, I scared a bird so hard it died. 10 out of 10 in my book.
That sounds
What kind of
amazing.
things do you do for fun? You play any sports? Like you might be into some of the more extreme stuff, like spine hurdling or
Spine hurdling?
head volleyball.
That sounds fun.
I knew an athlete a lot like you when I was younger. Her name was Nijo, and she was especially gifted at the giblet toss. That's an old pastime we had back when I was younger. Idea was you punch a convict, and then see how far you could make their viscera fly across a big field. You got points based on distance and the size of the viscera. She won the final round of the giblet toss championship by getting a left eyeball to cross the 300-meter mark.
Damn.
They said she was juicing with iridium, but I think they were just angry that she dethroned the reigning champ, misogynistic Jeff. You don't really liked him for some reason. Hey, what's your favorite food? Mine's burgers, personally. People look at you like you're a pleb or something when you say you like burgers, but just think of all the things you can do with them. You can change out the patty, play around with the toppings, change what sides you have. You ever have a burger with veggie chips? Gosh, I all but forgot about fries for about a year after I discovered the veggie chip combo. And I'm not a vegetarian or anything, but those
Veggie chips are really good. I'm not even vegetarian either.
Worlds are crazy good. Better than real
This
meat
is
and
the
cookie
most
crap.
crazy.
Mr.Torgue tried to be vegetarian
This is the
once after he
boldest
saw
thing
a
this
fluff
game's ever
man
done.
Run over by a truck.
Just
How long do you last
forcing you to
again?
stand and talk to an old lady. How
Barely
long has
even
it
finished the
been?
word vegetarian before he lunged at a skag chew I was holding in my left hand. Nearly lost a finger. Granted, he's always been partial to skag chews or skag bacon. Don't know why, since I always felt like skags tasted like old tires and vomit. But to each his own. Taste is a funny thing. People say your taste buds get more.
I don't want to talk because I don't want to over-talk her.
But they actually get worse and worse. So when Mr.Torgue used to refuse vegetables as a kid, it's because he was actually tasting how awful they were. When we old folks eat vegetables, we're only okay with it because we can't taste all the gross vitamins and stuff. Granted, vitamins are what have kept me going for as long as I've been going.
Of course.
You get enough B12 in your system and you can headbutt a freight train without so much as a bruise. That reminds me, I need to get my pills ready for the rest of the week. I have one of those little metal containers split into different sections for each day. It's really helpful. And the sides are sharp enough that I can use it to ward off burglars if I need to. What else do I have to do this week? Probably head to the bazaar, pick up some frozen spider and flames. Gotta bring my coat though, because it gets kind of chilly in the freezer section. What else do I need? Oh, I need Schwartzman's candy drops.
Schwartzman's
those are
candy
delicious.
drops?
They're so smooth and sweet. Just thinking about them, I could go for one right now, couldn't you?
I don't even know what you're talking about. Find. Torque, I gotta go get your mom candy. Or your grandma, my bad. Are there just random leftover They're trying to kill me over shelf. Bork? Listen, Borg. Y'all have a pretty decent amount of XP. I think y'all are broken.
Another victim.
He says right before dying. Perfect line to say at that moment. Can I get a... what was that? Anyway. Yep. Whee! Oh, I want to fight these stupid things again. I hate these things.
This will.
Oh, everyone's respawned already? Unexpected, actually. What the fuck? I couldn't move behind the wall? I gotta get lucky and kill him. That's the fastest I've ever died. You see how fast I have? Because I got slagged. Also, I couldn't hide behind the wall for some reason. Oh, now I gotta go re-kill. Well, no, I spawned right where I died. Okay. This is awkward.
Stop.
An off sale on all response. This offer expires in 3 to 0. Better luck next time.
Nope, negative. Fucker. Eh. I had the most high damage weapons I've ever had, and I'm still. Can we not?
Silence.
Can we not? Thank you. Oh, they're all badass. That's not cool. I'd rather not get stung. That's the story of my life when it comes to bugs in general. If I have the opportunity to not have to get stung, that'd be great. Yoink. Who was that?
That is lovely.
Oh, is it? How many of you are there? Jesus. They're giving me some decent XP, but damn. And they're not very smart. Oh, that is lovely. I'm like, is it though? Don't I have this gun? Oh no, I had it. I got rid of it, right? It's worse than this one, is it? Yeah, slightly. I haven't used this one either. Ew. I assume her piece of candy she wants is over here. Oh, is that literally that piece of candy?
Horseman candy drop? Grab it for me, will ya? Oh, I can taste it already. Look out! Badass!
Don't know what hit me? Don't care what hit me?
Stay still. Let's do that again sometime. Well, that's that.
One of you down. Oh, god damn it. Why are you annoying, motherfucker? Can we not do this and say we did? Snatch.
Oh, wonderful. Bring it back here and I'll finish my story.
Oh, you're not dead. Now you are. Yep, missed. This gun's okay.
Fire!
You know, try to be nice to you guys. Make your deaths short. Nope. You're being rather rude. The constant running and coming back.
Silence.
There you go. Now let me go see what gun this dude dropped. I have to look at it for like 2 seconds. That's not bad. It's not. I mean, it's like nowhere near as good as this. What is this? That's how, oh, this isn't that. This is better. Not as good fire rate, which I guess technically makes it worse. I gotta run all the way back too, dude. Oh, I didn't even notice his gun chest last time I was over here. And that one's pretty good, but I don't need. What is this called? The Shahidaha. Ooh. Gotta run back here and rest Grandma's story. I was lagging a hair. Might just be my internet at this point. Might have a bad connection and the Steam's having issues. It was like completely down the other day, so wouldn't surprise me. I'm coming, Grandma. I'm coming. Maybe run all the way back in here so give me a fast travel point. Kind of dirty. Here you go, Grandma.
Thank you so much! I'll eat this later while sitting by the fireplace telling Mr.Torgue stories of days gone by. There's just nothing like a good roaring fireplace, is there? Something healing, safe. Maybe that's why our family likes explosions.
The
so
psycho
much.
with the Karen
Maybe
haircut is
it's
crazy.
fireplaces. Every explosion feels just like coming home.
Okay.
Oh, maybe that'd be a good slogan for the Torgue Corporation. Don't you think, High Five? Oh, don't be silly. It's a wonderful slogan and you know it. I used to come up with slogans for a living when I was in my teens. I came up with the jingle for Professor Gunsight's Can't Miss Scopes. How'd it go again? Oh, yeah. If you try to shoot but you miss a lot, then give Professor Gunsight Scopes a shot. Ha! And then they played a gunshot sound effect and someone going, ah. It was cute.
Uh-huh.
Gosh, I've been talking for a while now, haven't I? Thanks
Yeah.
for bringing your friends to listen to an old woman ramble
Uh-huh.
for a while. I can't tell you how great it is to have somebody new
Oh,
to
it's
talk
like-
to, especially a vault hunter. Oh, and one more thing. No, actually, that can probably make just something about vaults and the end of the universe. Anyway, here.
What?
I always spoil my friends, just like I spoiled my grandson. Enjoy!
Hell yeah. Turn. Oh, don't give me another one.
Conversation! Beep, 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 beep. Ow!
Huh. Holy shit. Well, we finished this one. Jesus, Grandma talks a lot. But if y'all enjoyed this video, or videos, probably video, Please like, please subscribe, so we don't. Thank you for stopping by anyway, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.